Made it. It's time for Donkey of the Day.
It's a read, but you're so good at
You
it.
trying to be a fake ass Charlamagne. There's only one Charlamagne to go.
Damn, Charlamagne, who you giving Donkey of the Day to now?
Well, Sexy Red, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, April 23rd goes to the U.S. Department of Education, who under the Trump administration announced on Monday that it will resume debt collections for federal student loan borrowers who have defaulted on their debt. So millions of borrowers are at risk of having federal payments or portions of their salaries withheld in the coming months because the White House said it can and will take borrowers' wages, pensions, and tax refunds. Let's go to KOAA NBC 5 for the report, please.
Major whiplash for millions of federal student loan holders. For the first time in 5 years, the Department of Education will restart collecting, that is, federal student loans in default. Student loans go into default after 270 days without any payment. The Trump administration said in a statement, quote, "There will not be any mass loan forgiveness."
The Trump administration has announced we will put an end to Joe Biden's illegal student loan bailout attempts.
Loans have been on pause since March of 2020 because of COVID-19. The Biden and Harris administration even tried to cancel the debts of millions of borrowers. Now, the Trump administration says the previous administration did not have authority to cancel that debt, and it will start collections as soon as May 5th.
Debt cannot be wiped away. It just ends up getting transferred to others. So why should Americans who didn't go to college or went to college and responsibly paid back their loans pay for the student loans of other Americans?
I didn't go to college, so I don't have student loan debt, so this won't impact me, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to care about this. Okay, the reason I care about this is because I care about people. All right, period. It doesn't matter what your financial situation is. If you live in a country where people are barely getting by, that is not going to make for a pleasant society. Not to mention, working class people are a benefit to our business, okay? Working class people who are listening to this, they're the ones who listen to this show every day, okay? They're the people who buy books. They come to the comedy shows. They'll spend their hard-earned money to be at the Black Effect Podcast Festival this Saturday in Atlanta. And every working class person in this country should be able to pay their bills and have a little left over for recreation, okay? They should have some money for leisure activities. And if you voted for Donald Trump because he promised to make the economy better, you got to be scratching your head right now. Okay, Donald Trump said he was going to make the economy better on day one, but all he's done so far is cut federal programs that benefit working class people, put Elon Musk in charge to fire a bunch of federal workers, this half-ass trade war that's going on that's hurting our wallets and 401k plans, and now the White House is bringing more pain to millions of Americans by restarting debt collection for student loan borrowers who have fallen into default. I hope that you all realize this is just politicians playing with the lives of people again, right? I was reading an op-ed that Linda McMahon wrote in the Wall Street Journal, and she blamed the Biden administration and universities for making empty promises to students while pocketing their loan dollars. She said greedy colleges have profited massively from Biden-era forgiveness measures. When I read that, I said to myself, oh, the American people once again have to suffer because of this pissing contest between Democrats and Republicans. See, I hate when political parties do that. If Republicans do something that's good and benefit people, Dems should let it stand. If Democrats do something that's good that benefits people, Republicans should let it stand. Linda McMahon said colleges profit massively from Biden-era forgiveness loans. Well, Linda, there are plenty of corporations, institutions, and people in the Trump administration who profit massively from things y'all do too. I honestly don't care as long as the working class people are getting some relief. When the rich get richer and the poor don't get a devil damn thing, that's not good. But if the rich get richer and people are able to get some money in their pocket too so they can live, that's a beautiful society. Okay, and I don't want to hear you idiots say, no, they got to pay these loans back. You can't get a loan and not pay it back. Sure, but how come there is never that sense of urgency to pay loans back when it comes to these corporations? Okay, 2008 financial crisis, U.S. government bailed out banks. AIG got $182 billion. Citigroup got $45 billion in TARP funds and hundreds of billions in loan guarantees. Bank of America got $45 billion through the TARP program. Those were loans. 2009 auto industry. GM got $50 billion in federal aid. Chrysler got $12 billion. GM filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and had over $30 billion in debt wiped out. What about during COVID? Airlines. Delta, United, American Airlines all got billions. in payroll support and loans. My point is, I don't ever hear or see about these corporations getting pressured to pay money back the way we are so quick to do American citizens. Yes, I'm glad all these institutions were able to stay afloat. We need those institutions. We need the airlines. We need the banks. But don't we need the American people too? Is it really going to hurt us as a country if we don't garnish the wages of student loan borrowers? If we don't take from their pensions, their tax refunds? Is it really going to make or break us as a society if we choose to simply let those folks be for the time being? Why at a time like this would the Department of Education and the Trump administration be doing this? Because it's not about what's right. It's about revenge. I'm not a Joe Biden fan. I think his legacy is trash, but the student loan forgiveness that he provided was great. Okay, one of the better things on his resume, but Donald Trump is hell-bent on wiping his ass with Joe Biden's resume. It's that simple. And we, the people, have to suffer because folks have political scores to settle. Please let Remy Ma give the U.S. Department of Education the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
Yep. That's what we said earlier. It makes no sense.
None whatsoever.
They deserve that.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Yes, ma'am.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.